in the backseat of a rowboat. No clothes, no clothes.
Hello everyone, this is C.E.o Gaming, and we're going to be doing album review number 29 of Weezer's Pinkerton. This is my second favorite album of all time, and there's a reason why it is. I'm going to give you some reasons why, because there's just some awesome songs on here, like lots. Every song's awesome. Get You, which is one of the catchiest Weezer songs you'll ever find. No other one. Why Bother, Across the Sea. I'm basically listing every song on the album. There's not a bad song on the album. Like the guitar lead on El Scorcho is great. Like the dum, dum, dum. That's just super catchy. Also, this album cover is very cool. It just feels like it represents the album a lot, I think. And Good Life is super catchy. Pink Triangle, that's an interesting song when you get into the lyrical content. It's an interesting song. I'm not gonna go and explain it, but it's an interesting song. Like, The Good Life has a very weird video, like, it's just kind of like, it's just like this kid delivering pizza, and he squishes the pizza at the end, and, he gives it to someone, then he runs down the stairs, because he's in an apartment, and runs as fast as he can. And the video's just super weird. And also, this album is also super close to the Blue album, which I also think is really great. That one's also a 10 out of 10. I'm probably going to review it one day. But there's just some awesome songs. No, every song's awesome. I'd say there's not really an underrated song on this album, to be honest. There's very few albums where it seems like every song, there's no really an underrated song. Like, probably like something like, I don't know. Oh, I got an idea. Tool's Anemia. This album, the one with the cookie recipe, the German cookie recipe is even a hit. And, like, I don't know, Linkin Park's Meteor is kind of a good example of that. Like, there's a lot. Maybe the only underrated song would be Figure 09. And also, there's just very few albums that are like that. And probably also, like, something like Blink-182's Enema of the State. Or just something like that. And this is kind of like one of those albums. I think the Blue album is also like that. And those are like the only two Weezer albums that are like that. Because those are my two favorite Weezer albums. And please don't call me like this Weezer fan that's going to defend anything. I've heard Gratitude, I don't think it's good. I kind of want to do it for my next review/rant. I have a few ideas for the next review/rant, and Gratitude's one of them. But this album, it just has super catchy songs. Like, I just love every song so much. And honestly, if you dig a bit deep into some of my older videos, I did a review of their 2005 album, Make Believe, and I said, this album was like, I said something like, this album isn't really as popular as other albums like Pinkerton, which is considered their best. And honestly, I've heard songs from Pinkerton, and I'm honestly not really enjoying them except for El Scorcho. I have no idea what I was thinking. I hadn't heard the album at the time, but I found there to be way better songs once I heard it in full. Like one time when I once saw this at a CD store, I lost my mind because no matter how much I said that, I still thought that when I got it, but it was Weezer, and I didn't really have that many CDs at the time, and so I just really wanted to get it, and I'm just super glad I did. It's a super great album. Lots of good vocals from weezer-Pinkerton. Lots of these songs are like about relationships and stuff like that. Well, there's a few songs that aren't, but there's some like that. And like the song "Across the Sea," it's a song about a Chinese fan of Weezer sending weezer-Pinkerton a letter, and he's singing about how he read her letter, and it's just a really interesting song, and it's one of my favorites. Why bother? Okay, when I first ever played Guitar Hero 5, I think it was, that I was like, ooh, Weezer song's on here, and when I found out it was Why Bother, I was sort of disappointed. I literally thought, did they just randomly choose a Weezer song out of a hat? It's possible, but I now love that song, and it's just one of my favorite songs by them. But this album is a 10 out of 10. I don't even know if it's a question if it's a 10 out of 10. It's just super great. I love every song so much, and it's just definitely one of my favorite Weezer albums, but it's 10 out of 10. See you in the next video.